It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take him past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Ryan. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 29, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Ryan. And this one complete to Doolin. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. From 28 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I really like what Jacksonville did in free agency, and what a smart gamble, in my opinion, bringing in Evan Ingram on a 1-year deal. Best case scenario, he gets back to being the Pro Bowl player he was in 2020 and gives Trevor Lawrence a big-time weapon in the middle of the field. That duo links up there and picks up a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. looking to throw. Lawrence. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let go. And now it's 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Going for it all. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And down he goes, but he takes it out to the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars back with it on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Lawrence. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On third down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Patterson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here, this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play them like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Oh, now how about this return? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Rodgers to return it. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They were on the schedule after the game to set up first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, the toss here completed to Pittman. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all of the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Eluding the pressure right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. On third and goal, Ryan. Touchdown, Colts! Mo Cox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Only 4 sacks for Quiddy Pay as a rookie, but Indianapolis knew he'd need some time to adjust to the league. In his second season, they believe he's capable of double-digit sacks.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts getting ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now it's Ryan. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Cox. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Colts on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left, those 2 points, doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
And here's Rodgers on the return. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now Ryan on 1st down.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28.
41 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Ryan.
He's got Granson over the middle.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And the Colts coming out now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
2nd and 11.
Here's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Colts, their strong start to the year continues.